Are you dealing with pain or plantar fascia at the bottom or base of the foot? If so, then this video is going to be for you. Be sure to like, subscribe to the channel as we give out tips and tricks for injury, pain, rehabilitation, sports performance on a weekly basis. You see, plantar fascia is really simple. The injury is because you've overloaded the tendon, either through doing things of too high duration, too high of frequency, or too high of load or / force development. And if you pair that with a low capacity or low threshold of what your foot and the musculature of your foot is capable of doing, well, you have a recipe for disaster. And that's probably why your foot currently hurts or is in pain, and that's why you currently cannot get out of pain, because you've just been focusing on resting or some very basic strengthening exercises that are sort of textbook and not really specific to developing a foot or an arch that has more integrity. So the first exercise is really simple. We're going to learn how to use that arch. We're going to push down into the band with our big toe to learn how to engage and activate that arch, and then we're going to keep that big toe down as we try to lift or dome the arch up towards the ceiling. Now, this might be frustrating for you to start out because your foot probably isn't very coordinated and you don't know how to utilize your foot because you've been walking in pillow cushions all day long with your cushioned Hoka shoes. Now, that doesn't mean I want you to go barefoot right away, because again, what's the issue with plantar fascia? Well, it's too high of load, too high of intensity, and too high of frequency. And if you've been wearing pillow shoes like those Hoka shoes all day long and you go to barefoot right away, well, now you're creating a high uptick in stress applied to the foot. And that's why the injury occurs in the first place. So don't get out of your pillow shoes right away, but you need to learn how to use your foot with more capability. And that starts with this exercise and understanding how to coordinate it and then get it strong. Now, once you got that down, we're going to go to a more common exercise, which is a calf raise. But when we do that calf raise, we're going to specifically place a little bit more dorsiflexion to your big toe or your great toe, just to put the tension on the plantar fascia to a higher degree. Now, I don't want you bouncing around up and down going through this exercise all fast and willy-nilly. I want you to be slow, controlled, and do it with a high amount of intent. Start with 2 feet and then work to a more challenging version of 1 foot, but it needs to be a nice, slow, controlled, consistent pace on the way up and on the way down. And we don't just stick with body weight or simple 10-pound weights either with this exercise. Once you get strong, you need to progress and advance the exercise. There's 2 rep ranges that are important. It's that 6 to 10 rep range, and then there's the 10 to 20 rep range for 3 sets. So be sure to load both of those rep ranges. If you're looking for a specific program that lays all this out, well, we got you covered at Sports Rehab Experts in our 0 Weak Links workout program. If you look down in the description below, we have links to all those programs where you can sign up and get a done-for-you program laid out, as well as coaching from me directly through an app. So head to the description below for those links, or head to sportsrehabexpert.com and search out the 0 Weak Links workout plan. Now, the final exercise is putting those 2 exercises together into 1 exercise. So we're going to have a band attached to the big toe, and we're going to really be pushing down through that big toe as you go up through a calf raise. Now, the purpose of this exercise is a little bit more like the first one, where you're learning how to coordinate and feel what it's like to really finish through that big toe, finish with integrity through the arch as you lift up into that calf raise, and especially as you go down through the bottom of that calf raise. That's where people will lose pressure through the big toe. They'll lose their arch at the bottom position of these calf raises. We want to maintain integrity in that bottom position. That's what that band helps cue you, and that's what you need to practice with the very first exercise that we went over. Now, finally, if you're a runner and you're trying to get back into running, our workout plan does include a return to run program sheet where we have a plan laid out specifically for you. So again, check out those links below. But running form and running technique also does matter to a certain degree. So the nice thing about our programs is you can send us videos through the app. So I can look at how you're running and I can make suggestions for running form and running technique and give you more coaching on that side of the equation if you are looking to get back into running. Because let's face it, if you're just sticking with the exercises in the gym, these are all nice, slow, and controlled. But if you're going outside for a run, for a walk, playing a sport, all this stuff happens at a lot higher rate of force development, and you need to display integrity, control, and coordination. Just like we described with these exercises, we want to maintain integrity with our feet. We don't want sloppy feet when we're running. We don't want sloppy feet when we're walking. We don't want sloppy feet when you're playing sports. So you need to learn how to utilize your foot dynamically. Maybe that's something we can get into in a future video. Comment below if you'd like to see what that might look like. But again, if you want our help directly, look at the links below, sign up to our workout plan specific to your issue, or check out sportsrehabexpert.com and our 0 weak links workout plan.